Hello and welcome. What we're going to be looking at today within MembersVillage is a document repository component that you can use to the benefit of your members or to distribute documents such as images or PDFs or other file types to the general public as well. And what we can see here on our screen is what the basic documents structure looks like, which is essentially a collection of folders and files within those folders, and the user can sort of go through your folders as they need to, open the files as they need to as well, or they can also optionally download the entire folder in a zip file, which they can then download to their machine and then expand and then use those files as they sort of need to. So let's get going into the administrator section to actually show you how to manage this. And we're just going to jump right into the dashboard, and from the dashboard you're going to head over to media in document folders. These are the folders that will actually show up on the front end. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new folder, and I'm just going to go label it with whatever would make sense for you. The name is essential, the parent folder is not. So the parent folder allows you to create folders within folders. We're not going to look at that right now, but know that you can definitely create multiple levels of documents and then make those available to the public or your membership. And we do want to make this visible. So I'm just going to go ahead and make that visible. And now you can see here that our folder is available. If we were just to head back to the front end, we would see that the folder doesn't actually show up, and it's not showing up because it has no files in it yet. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and add a file. We're going to click on this kebab here on the right to go under related, and then click on documents, which will bring us to the interface where we can now finally start uploading some documents into this folder. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on add document. And I'm just going to say publish it starting yesterday, so make it available immediately. The summary, I'm just going to call this, a sample file, and I'm just going to grab one of my images from my collection here. So I'm just going to grab this image of the leaves to upload. And as an administrator, yes, I want to make it visible right away, and yes, I want to make it featured. So I'm just going to submit that. And visible means it's going to be active and visitors to your site will be able to access the file. Featured means it'll be featured within any sort of section that features the documents from your repository. So for example, if we just quickly head over to the members portal here, it would be a file that is now available to your membership. As soon as you upload it, your members are then presented with those featured files, or they can then view all the files from here as well. We're just going to head back to the documents, and we can see here that our very important documents do not steal folder is now available. And if we expand it, there's our sample file that we've just uploaded. So if we click on it, we see that our leaves come up. The last thing I want to show you here in terms of managing your documents is how to make a file and how to make it available only to your membership. So right now I'm logged in. I'm logged in as an administrator, so I'll have access to every folder and every file. But what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to change the access group on this file, and I'm just going to switch it to super administrators only. So if I refresh this page, I'll see that the file still loads because I am part of the super administrators group. However, if I sign out and we head back to the documents, we can see here that the folder no longer shows up just because there's no files to show within the folder itself, but the file itself is no longer available. And should someone even obtain the link to that file and they were trying to access that file directly through that link, that file would not open for them unless they signed in and they were part of the group that the file belongs to. And that's it for our document repository training video. Thanks, come again.